Alright, how's it going, everybody? Super tired today, but super excited at the same time. A lot happening in the last week. It's really been a busy week, and it's only Tuesday, so when I say the last week, I mean like in the last, I don't know, what, 4 or 5 days?
2 days.
2 days. In the last 2 days. It's been a busy, crazy last 2 days, and it's made for a long week, but that's okay. We'll get there. I have a package here, and I didn't expect this to come in. In fact, I'm still not 100% sure
Maybe it's a gift.
where this came from. I feel like I know, but I feel like maybe I don't know. But I definitely had to have ordered it because it has my permit on it. But so we're gonna unbox this. But as we unbox this, we're gonna talk about a couple things. So I think the first thing that we're gonna talk about is why am I bringing in so many plants potentially, right? And 2 reasons really. One is because it takes a long time for them to acclimate. You got to bring them back to life, rejuvenate them, revive them, make them healthy and happy before you can share them or sell them to somebody else and allow them to enjoy them. And so if we think about the curve of time that takes, you know, let's say 2, maybe 3 months. My wife's eating an apple, and I'm sure you can hear it. It's like now is the time if I want to have something available for early summer. And so that's part of the reason why. And then in addition to that, I think that we're going to need to start to stock up for some stuff. But let's open this up, because usually what happens is I talk for 10 minutes and then I don't get to doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and it becomes a super long video. So we're not going to do that. And then also this time I'm going to remove some of the pertinent information that does not need to be disclosed.
They cannot see it.
No, not yet. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Alright, so now let's unbox this. I'm kind of excited because I honestly kind of don't even know what's in it. Oh. You gonna get in the video?
No.
You need to be in the video.
My hands unbox.
Alright, so let's see.
Okay. Mine is so big. I have a plant in there, so I'm excited.
Do you? I don't even know.
Majestic.
Is this the...
If there is a majestic in there, it's mine.
The majestic, and then the... I think you have a... Do you have an Effie in here?
Yeah.
If it's what we think
yeah,
it is?
the replacement.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let's like this. Alright. So the packing on this time was a little bit different. Hopefully this is like cold packing and everything, but with how fast this box got here, if it's what I think it is, hopefully these plants will be okay, because I don't know, this is going to be interesting. So, so
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot, isn't it? So yeah, that's a lot. But there's a reason for that, and we'll get into that potentially in a little bit. This is kind of small though. This is a Standliana.
Stand whatever.
It says Standiana, but I'm pretty sure it's a Standliana. And I think it might be an Aria. Do you want to help me with some of these?
Yeah.
Or you can get some water. You want to get some water? Oh, look at you. We're going to have to edit.
Don't capture me.
I know. Well, get in the video. Good call. Thank you. Yes. Love this guy. Oh, there you go. This could be your screen. Alright, so we got a Standliana here. Well, actually, you know what? Some of the exciting news. Whoa, babe. That's super loud. Okay. We're gonna pause for a minute. We'll be back.
Water.
Okay, we are back. That's weird. I think that's new. And we're crooked. Hold on. Let's adjust. Alright. Now we're back. Okay. So, Marvick has already unboxed this. It's a Soderoy. Variegated Soderoy, actually. Variegated Soderoy. And hopefully the roots look good on it. We'll get to the roots in just a little bit. Actually, I know. Here. You want to undo the roots and then hand it back to me? And here we have, I think this is an Aria. It's kind of hard to tell right now. Oh yeah it is, but it's kind of cold. So we've got Standalania Aria. Would do what?
Pause it.
Pause it? You need me to pause the video? Okay. We'll be back again. We are back. Had to do an audible, change the game plan a little bit. I think I showed, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I showed you this Standalania Aria. This, we'll do one more shot there just in case. There we go. It's kind of a little guy, but it's fine. It's whatever. Going back to the roots on the Soderoy variegated. This leaf's probably going to fall off, but that's fine. Roots are really small, but they're not super dead. Honestly, I'll probably have to reroot this. They're kind of dead. These, yeah, this is going to get rerooted. This is kind of what I was talking about. Like, it's going to take a couple months at least because there's no roots in it. So that's not gonna. We need to change this. Do you have a different glass? Maybe like a. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Technical difficulties real quick here. Perfect. Okay. So there's that. Scratch my head. Got another Aria. Looking pretty good. Again, this one also is definitely going to need to be rerooted. So by the time that these are available to whomever, they'll have a nice strong root system. Or they won't, and they won't make it. You know, one of the two is going to happen. Okay, we've got a Adansonii variegated. It's a mint variegated, and it's big, but the variegation is pretty light. But it is variegated. Hopefully we can get a little bit more variegation out of it. But there's that. Root system on this though actually looks pretty good. So we're in good shape there. And then this really, it looks like it's, we can go straight up on a moss pole with that. So we're just get that up on a moss pole, get it into some, I don't know, I think that this will probably go in our dirt, because I think that what we'll end up starting to do is having items in the dirt mix that we use so that we can show and support the fact that that dirt mix is a good dirt to utilize, because it'll be our own blend. And look at this. I don't know if I know that I have not seen one in person that has this many leaves on it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 leaves, and it's ready to go on a moss pole. If I can get all these leaves to stay alive, this is going to be, this might be the next little showpiece, you know, when we go to our little plant swaps and kind of let people see something that maybe they haven't seen before, because I know that I have not seen this many leaves. So I'm going to wrap this up kind of like that, and then we'll set this back in there, and then this one is not mine, so it's probably not going to be going on the market. But it's impressive. It's a good looking one. Look at that. This is Marvick's Philodendron Majestic. And so nice. And this is going to be more of a statement for those that are newer than those that are seasoned and know a lot about plants. But one of the things that I think about when I look at the difference between an anthurium and a philodendron is your philodendrons are going to have the thinner leaves, or not leaves, the thinner root system. They're not fat and mushy. And your anthuriums are going to have the thicker roots. I keep wanting to say leaves. They'll have the thicker roots and a little bit more bulk to them. Neither is better than the other. It's just a good way to identify one from the other almost instantly if you're not sure if it's an anthurium or if it is a philodendron. But that's a good looking plant though. We might have to sell that.
Huh? Ano ka? That's mine.
Alright, let's see. What do we got next? This is a Pariso Verde and a little smaller. We're probably going to lose this leaf, which is expected. It's the oldest leaf. But the others look really good. And it's got some good variety to it. So let's see. We got this guy here. And we've got a lighter shade here. Like that. And then we've got kind of a good combination. And another good combination. So this will be a fun one. So this will be nice because we have, I don't think that we've shown you guys yet, but we have a couple of huge Pariso Verdes, and this is going to give us the opportunity to kind of stagger the price point, and so that's a nice thing about having one that's a little bit smaller, so I appreciate that. And then with these leaves, while they're hydrating or rehydrating, I'm not going to pull that off. I'm just going to leave it on there, and I'm going to wait. It's really the advice that I've seen most common is unless it basically just falls off while you're working with it, like this might, then you won't really need to worry about pulling it off until you get it rehydrated. So here, this is another one that I have not seen before in person. And this is a green splash. I don't know if I can get up close enough to where you can, there we go. Maybe you can see the freckles, not freckles, well they're kind of like freckles. I think this other one is going to give us better, yeah, let's try that. So, very light freckles on the green splash, but it is a green splash. Root system looks really good. We'll probably have to grow this one out a bit, but I'm excited to see what's in store with this one. Okay. It's another. Oh, this is variegated, but it's like.
It's variegated. So
yeah, but it's like it's a weird variegation. It almost looks like maybe a silver cloud. It's kind of weird. So this is a variegated soda as well, but kind of what I'm talking about is look at that pattern. I don't know where the other one is, but yeah, that pattern is just a little bit different than the other one. So that's kind of cool. I'm excited to see what that looks like. Another one where roots, not the best, and will have to be grown out, but it's cool. And what we got there? Mojito? Is this mottled or just regular mojito? Looks like it's just regular. Oh my, I don't know what that is. I know what it was.
Pink splash.
Right, so here we've got a mojito. And it's a good size. I mean, if you look at, let's see, look at my hand here. Yeah, that's a really good size. It's kind of got some transparency to it, so I'm a little concerned about that. And obviously we're going to lose this leaf for sure, but the root system on it is really strong, and so I think that we're going to be in good shape as far as that goes. Again, we're just going to kind of wrap these up just a little bit to keep them from getting out of sorts or broken. We're going to drop them in there. Oh, so, well, let's talk about this first. Well, yeah, I mean, this kind of ties hand in hand. So let's say that you decide that you want to import your own plants, and you maybe order 2 or 3 plants, and they come to you looking like this. This looks like it's fall. It's not fall.
It's not. It's,
It's
not pink,
spring.
Pink splash. It's yellow splash.
And you know, if there was like a Syngonium tricolor aria, this would be it. But there's not. So this is not it. But yeah, if there was an aria pinks or an aria splash, maybe a Syngonium aria splash, that's what we would have here. Unfortunately, that's not what this is. I hope this makes it. I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll throw it in water, throw it probably in the grow tent, and see if it produces new leaves. But what's interesting though is that, well, there is a couple different variations of green in there. So, but this one, so this one leaf here, you can, that's got pink splash written all over it, you know. So I know what it is, but it looks more like an aria splash because this leaf, which is pretty much the standard across these, is what we're working with. But that's, you run that risk, and that's kind of why it's nice to buy local and allow somebody else to eat that cost or that loss. Which brings me to what I was trying to share earlier. We were able to get our LLC. So we're official now. Armstrong Aroids is now an LLC, and so we're super excited about that, and happy to share that with you. And that's part of the reason why it's been a long couple days or a long few days. But yeah, that's the next step in this journey, and so very excited about that. Yeah, and hopefully there'll be more to share with you here soon. And while I've got this in my hand, and since that just happened, so when I get a new plant or an importer plant and it has a root system like this, which is just garbage, what I'll try to do is I'm going to just go like that. I'm going to just pull on it, not a lot, not a whole bunch, but you'll see kind of this right here. That's not coming back. That's not going to do anything for the plant. It's not going to do anything for me. And so we're probably going to reroot that. Well, obviously that section is definitely going to be rerouted, but some of this, it might live and survive. And so some of this, this, even though it probably won't make it, I'm going to give it a chance. And so we're going to put it in water and let it try and do what it does. But it probably won't make it. Most likely what's going to happen is we're going to get some new rooting system that's going to come out from like up in this area here. And then this one here is probably going to be just fine. It doesn't look that great, but it probably will be okay, just based on my experience with this plant so far. But then when that happens and this part of the root system grows out, I'll probably be able to cut the dead parts of this one off and not have to worry about it as much. You know, trim it back to where it's where we know that the roots are good. But yeah, just a little. Oh, and this, we might as well show what this is. So this is a Epiprenum pinnatum olivo.
For Marvick.
Oh yeah, for Marvick. This is her plant, and so it will not be getting sold. This will be a keeper. We'll probably be in the collection, and we'll probably have it on display somewhere.
What?
I'm just saying, you know, it'll probably be on display somewhere. All right, so let's go on. Moving on. Oh my goodness, you're faster than I am by far. What is this? This is Soda again?
No, Majestic.
Oh, did we get two Majestics? One for you, one for me? I get the good one? We'll give you the good one this time. Alright. So another Majestic. So that's fun, because I don't think I've had a Majestic yet, to be honest. So, I'll give you a shot of what that looks like. You know, it's obviously got to be revitalized a bit, and I'm sure that we're going to lose this leaf. and it is the oldest leaf. So that's another thing too. This is going back to those of you that are new, because we've all been there. I'm still there, and so I'm just sharing what I'm learning as I'm learning. So the root, or excuse me, the petiole or the stem that is closest to the base of the root is almost always going to be yes, the one that dies, and then also the oldest leaf. And typically, if you import a plant, your oldest leaf, traditionally, especially if you're going to a cold climate such as ours, your oldest leaf is probably going to die off. For one of two reasons. One, because it's super cold. Two, because the plant gets dehydrated, and this oldest leaf really takes one for the team. It's like, you know what, you guys just get all the water, and I'm gonna just be here and make sure that you get to where you gotta be, and get into some water. And so we like this. We like this leaf. He made the sacrifice. All right. Okay. We are gonna have to have like an Adansonii purge here before too long. So we've got another variegated mint Adansonii. Variegation on these is pretty good. I mean, not bad. I think what will happen is once we get them into the grow tent and get some good light on them, get them rejuvenated, they'll start to put out a little bit better variegation and potentially be a little bit darker. Let's see, let's wrap this up. Wrap that up. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop talking. We're at like the 15-minute mark. We're a little bit over. And I'm just going to run through these. I'm going to present them in front of the camera, let you see them.
Just show the glorious, and that's it.
Okay.
Because it's only
everything else is a repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's do that then. Let's glorious, dun, 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 glorious. Is that a song? That is it glorious or notorious? Notorious. So there we go. That is a glorious, and that is a nice glorious, because I don't know if I've put up that video just yet, but I did get another glorious in. It's actually in this cabinet right there, and it was not that great looking. So super excited about this, because once we get this reacclimated, get the leaves and the roots growing out and happy again, this is going to be a nice plant. And in fact, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves. This one looks like it's the oldest leaf by a little bit, and even though it's the oldest leaf, it's got a little bit of yellowing on it. That might survive. I'm always skeptic when it's the oldest leaf, but this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy about this one. This is gonna be a nice one. If you look at the way the root system goes, and then you look at the way the stem goes, and you look at the way that it's growing out this way.
It's climbing.
No, this is not climbing. This is a crawler. I think it's a crawler. But maybe other ones climb.
The gloriosum is a crawler. A melanochrysum is a climber. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So maybe this could go either way. That's a good point too, because it's technically a hybrid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because this is technically a hybrid, and I don't know, maybe we'll have to vet this out, and maybe and you can leave that information for us down in the comments. But I'm curious, if you have a couple hybrids, one's a climber, one's a crawler, is it possible that you could get one that does either one, depending on what part of the gene pool it prefers or takes on? It's kind of cool. But yeah, this is a cross between a melanochrysum and a gloriosum, and that's where you get the longer shape, and then the coloration probably comes from, and as well as the texture probably comes from the Milano.
The shape comes from Milano.
The shape, a little bit. Milanos are kind of longer and slender. But yeah, that's a pretty plant. That's a fun one. Now I know why people like this so much. This is a good one. Okay, super exciting. The rest of the stuff that we have on here, we'll just speed through it. I'll do it in hyper fast mode because it's really redundant. But yeah. All right, so awesome. Thank you. We'll say this before we go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Super excited about the LLC, and those of you that live out in our area, we hope to have more information for you before long. Thank you. Appreciate you. This is Trey, plant enthusiast and hobbyist, and have a good day. Bye. So we're here at Athens, not Chili's, because Chili's wanted to give us like a 20-minute wait on a weekday. But we're here to celebrate. What are we celebrating?
Getting a business.
Getting a business. LLC. So Armstrong Aroids LLC. You heard it here first. Yes.
Ooh.